Did you know ahead of time
On
about
that one,
this
I didn't.
immigration?
That one I didn't.
The immigration ban.
But we've decided on a go-forward basis that we're going to have some more consulting and make sure that no one's caught by surprise on things. We've basically mapped out what 2017 looks like from a legislative perspective.
Already?
Absolutely. That's what you do when you're running a legislature. You plan your year. And so Senator McConnell and I walked the president through basically what we see 2017 looking like. I think the rhetoric is damaging, no two ways about it. Let's back up for a second. After the Paris shooting, we brought the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI up to Capitol Hill to say, what's happening? Could this happen here? Because if you remember the Paris shooting, there was an infiltration of ISIS among the Syrian refugee population into Europe.
But it turned out there were not refugees involved.
But that was the issue at the time. And so what Homeland Security and the FBI told us was they can't vet these people. There isn't a Syria to talk to vet these people. And so what we discovered was there was a hole in the vetting process to guard against people trying to infiltrate the refugee population. And so that is why we passed legislation then, about a year ago. The bill passed the House, but it got filibustered in the Senate. So it never actually went into law. So we've been long on record on a bipartisan basis that we need to get these vetting standards right. This isn't a Muslim ban. If it were, I would be opposed to it. But the rhetoric surrounding it makes it look like it's a ban on a religion or a religious test. And I think that rhetoric is inflammatory and does not help us.
And that raises a question because the president himself and others around him have talked about their preference for a Muslim ban.
I disagreed with that.
Are you confident that
I disagree with it now and I disagreed with it then, but that's not what this is.
I understand that, but my question is, are you confident this administration is not going in the direction ever of a Muslim ban?
Yeah, because I and many others around here would oppose that.
Michael Gerson thought you believed it.
I'm just not going to comment on the tweet of the hour, the comment of the day. I'm focused on getting an agenda done. I'm focused on making Congress work. I'm focused on making good on our promises that we made when we ran that I'm trying to implement now that the election's over. So I'm just not going to spend my days focusing on things that are outside of my control as Speaker of the House. I'm going to spend my days focusing on making progress on the issues that care to people and not on the random comment of the day. We used to call them Reagan Democrats. Now they're Trump Democrats. These are people I grew up with, went to high school with, worked at the GM plant that's gone now in Janesville. Blue-collar union households that just now voted for a Republican for president. That's expanding the tent, I would say.